Dr. Bernie Siegel has written a very good book, Love, Peace and Healing. He's a very renowned, a very successful doctor in the United States. In this book, he has exemplified many stories where beyond medical science, by love, peace, meditation, prayers, healing has been faster, has been better. And he presented all these cases on primetime American TV. A lady in Los Angeles, California, she decided to do some social service. At the age of 80 plus, she felt, what can I do? She approached the nearby hospital, which was a cancer hospital. She asked the doctor that, can I get the photographs of patients who are suffering from 4th stage cancer? And the doctor asked why. She said, I want to pray for them. I can understand the emotions, the feelings of their kith and kin who would be worried about them. Taking that into consideration, I want to express my heart out for them. She would take the pictures back home. She would pray with a wish that this patient gets cured because the patient's kith and kin are so much worried about the person. And to everybody's surprise, and to all of your surprise today, that she cured during her lifetime more than 30 to 35 4th stage cancer patients without a single medicine. Just by effectively expressing herself, praying for them. So your emotional quotient is you understand people well. When you will in future get into work mode, get into management. There are basically 3 types of management. First is material management, which is the easiest. If somebody asks you to rearrange these chairs in some other way, you could rearrange it. You don't need to use much of your intelligence or brains in it. You have just been directed and you are supposed to do, and you do it. Easiest of all 3 is material management. A bit tougher than that is money management. Somebody gives you 500 crore rupees, it's difficult to manage what to do with it. And tougher than money management is the third M, man management. But the top class management gurus, you study them, Jim Collins, Stephen Covey, Anthony Robbins, everybody, they say a person who is good at man management can be much better and the best rather in material or money management. Because they say, take care of your people will take care of your work. This is where EQ comes into play. This is called emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence is all about empathy. So I exemplified and defined emotional intelligence. Coming to spiritual quotient, spiritual intelligence. You might all have heard the name of Abraham Lincoln, who was the President of the United States, but perhaps the most famous President of the United States. Yes or no? Raise your hands. Okay. Abraham Lincoln, when he became the president after losing 16 elections and winning on the 17th one, he sat down to decide his cabinet. His personal aide was just beside him. He started listing the births, started listing the name of the ministers, in which he decided to give the post of the War of Secretary to a particular person. His secretary beside him said, "Sir, if you don't mind, can I interrupt?" He said, "Yes." "Sir, when you are giving this very important, critical post to this person, do you know that he denounces you as a clown in public? Do you know that he opposes your policies in public? Do you know that during meetings of the cabinet, he is not in tune with your opinions?" Abraham Lincoln goes, "Yes, I know. I know it." "Sir, even then you are giving this important critical post to him?" which is the second most important diplomat in the presidential hierarchy, that is the presidential democracy, that is in the United States. Abraham Lincoln says yes. So why? Abraham Lincoln goes, see now, understand well what is spiritual quotient. Abraham Lincoln goes, my first question, is he right for the post? His secretary says yes. His IQ for the post is perfectly matched. Second question, is there any question of his integrity towards the nation? Abraham Lincoln's secretary says, sir, no question. Since last 30 years of public life, there has not been any controversy about his integrity towards the nation. Abraham Lincoln goes, I need only these two qualities in a person to give this post. He possesses that, so I give him, irrespective of what he has an opinion about me or my policies. Imagine the level that a person can go when he becomes spiritual. Spiritual quotient is well defined as you go beyond certain limitations of human mind. You go beyond certain preconditions of human mind. You go beyond certain described and prescribed habits of human behavior, which Abraham Lincoln went, crossed all three barriers. To create a situation by taking a decision or getting involved that could be very beneficial for the future generation to hold on to the values and virtues of great human living. You become a source of inspiration. So my little friends, the process of learning is much beyond your textbooks. I gave you a small trailer of it today. Am I right or wrong? I want a proper answer from the trustees, then from the students, then from the teaching staff. Is much beyond your textbooks. Textbooks is just information. You need to convert that information into knowledge and ultimately convert that knowledge into wisdom. Only they say 10% of the information is converted into knowledge. My good friend Rohit Swarup is here. We were classmates, studied in school together, and fortunately with God's grace we are speakers together in the event. He would talk much upon this subject. I'm just giving a touch to it and a push to him. And 10% of the information that is converted into knowledge, they say only 0.1% of that knowledge is converted into wisdom. And that is why all the problems upon this earth. So this is spiritual quotient. Beyond IQ is EQ, beyond EQ is SQ. You need to enrich yourself by your information, you need to enrich yourself by your knowledge, and you need to enrich yourself definitely by your wisdom, which is the spiritual quotient.